Haley, thanks. A Toledo police officer is facing charges for allegedly assaulting an adult family member. Officer Thomas Overman was booked into the Lucas County Jail on 1 count of assault and 1 count of domestic violence over the weekend. A police report states the victim's left arm is injured because she was pushed to the ground and into a kitchen cabinet. The incident is under investigation by the police department's Internal Affairs Bureau.
Good morning and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's bright and early, 7:30 a.m. Actually, it's dark and rainy. And we have a story for you today out of Washburn, Maine. This cop, Chandler Cole, has been arrested. Body identified as missing man in case that drew attention because officer was charged. Okay, a body found alongside the Aroostook River this week was a man whose disappearance prompted multiple searches in northern Maine, according to the state medical examiner. The medical examiner's office said that the cause of Eric Foot's death was pending further tests. The March 29 arrest of a Washburn police officer, Chandler Cole, for allegedly falsifying police records related to the case drew additional attention to Foot's disappearance in the town of 1500. Cole changed a police report to indicate he dropped Foot off at a hospital after seeing him walking along a road. But the hospital denied it. Investigators said Cole declined comment. Foot, who was last seen on January 30th, was an Army veteran whose family said he was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, who moved to Washburn with his parents about a year and a half ago from Arizona. Cole, who resigned in February before his arrest, remains free on $2,500 bail. The Aroostook County Sheriff's Office is now handling the investigation, and the Washburn Police Department is inactive due to the chief's retirement and lack of staff. Oh, Lordy. Now, we have this guy, the Sheriff's Office is handling the investigation, but the police department is inactive due to the chief's retirement and lack of staff. That is just simply amazing. Well, their lack of oversight let apparently, likely, allegedly, a very bad apple onto the force, and we're putting him onto the cover of the Bad Apple Report.
In Homestead, where a Miami-Dade schools officer was arrested after officials say her 3-year-old son shot himself Sunday. Thankfully, that toddler is expected to survive.
We want to get out live to NBC6's Laura Rodriguez, who's been following this story. She brings us up to date on what led up to this arrest. Laura, what do we know?
Well, Homestead police say they charged this officer because the officer Hedges had this gun within arm's reach of the child, unsecured with a round chambered. Hedges is still in jail, but she has paid her $5,000 bond.
Good morning, Ms. Jerez.
Stephanie Hedges, a Miami-Dade schools police officer, in court Monday, accused of child neglect causing great bodily harm. According to Homestead police, while Hedges was preparing food Sunday afternoon, her 3-year-old son grabbed a gun and accidentally shot himself in the foot.
I'm going to allow you to have contact with your child, the alleged victim, whose initials are RV, but you're prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards the child.
The boy was airlifted to HCA Florida Kendall Hospital in stable condition. An arrest report shows detectives found the gun on the kitchen counter with a large amount of blood nearby. Investigators say the gun involved was personally owned and not her service weapon.
And do not bring any guns into your home with children present.
An attorney representing the school board officer tells NBC6 her son is recovering well. In a statement, he added, the judicial system and police department will understand that this is a tragedy that does not require additional punishment. And Hedges has been with the Miami-Dade Schools Police Department for a year and a half, and the Miami-Dade County Public School Board spokesperson released a statement saying in part that she has been relieved of duty pending the outcome of this investigation. Reporting live in Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Laura
The Tarrant
Rodriguez.
County Sheriff is responding to ongoing concerns about inmate deaths at the county jail.
63 inmates have died since 2017 there, with the most recent death happening earlier this week.
This morning, we know how the Tarrant County Jail compares to the rest of the state regarding those numbers. NBC5's Evan Anderson joins us this morning with those numbers from the Sheriff's Office. Evan.
Yeah, Deborah, Laura, good morning. So our team took a look at those new numbers, and the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office says out of the 6 biggest counties here in Texas, the Tarrant County Jail has seen the 3rd most inmate deaths in recent years. Sheriff Bill Washburn says this latest death shows an overall need for more mental health resources. So we pressed him to answer calls for a federal investigation of the jail as investigators work to determine the cause of the latest in-custody death, which happened just this past Sunday. Sheriff Washburn is asking the community to be patient
and allow the truth to come out. And whatever that truth is, it is. And again, if people need to be held criminally responsible, they will.
31-year-old Anthony Johnson died while being held at the Tarrant County Jail. The Sheriff's Office says Johnson died after being pepper sprayed during a confrontation with detention officers. Texas Rangers are investigating this incident. Johnson's family tells NBC5 he was schizophrenic, and they want to know what caused his death and how the jail handles inmates with mental illnesses.
This is going to be the last death. The fact that
should be and better be the last death that they ever have, because that's not right.
I think it's important to have a truly independent third party come in and take a look at what's happening at the Tarrant County Jail.
So Sheriff Washburn says before Johnson was arrested, his family tried to put him in a private mental health facility, but he was turned away. He says that particular incident highlights a need for more resources to help mental health patients other than detention facilities. Laura, back to you.